Well, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Green 90. Green 90. Slow.
Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Being chased out left. He's airing it out for Williams. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes going deep here for Watkins. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32.
Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Second down, Jackson. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Watch it now, Barney.
Here's Jackson on third and long. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Crabtree the target on that one.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on third and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Check. Motion out of the backfield.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally. and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 28 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Jackson on 2nd down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, we get everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Jackson will throw again. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Reggie Ragland in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop it for a loss of about 10. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They go play action now. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Airing one deep for Crick. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, 35 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You gonna let that happen, guys?
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 13. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And you don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? On the ground, this is Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And able to find Conley. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. Third down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a first down pickup.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play.
Ready, green 39, green 39, run.
Mahomes now on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by Reggie Randall. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The return man, Chris Moore.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
And now here come the Ravens. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Back to the air, Jackson following the pick six. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. It's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead.
Detroit!
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Flushed out right. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got Snead. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Willie Snead, 28 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Ace.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it with Williams. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Green 39. Green 39.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Dancing to his left. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And the young bucks showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They run. It's Williams. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Williams stopped up short of the goal line on 4th down. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Allen Bailey in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. He's going deep and got his man complete. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
39.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
390. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
Detroit! Leopard!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A right side catch by Crabtree. And out across midfield down to the 45. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Set! 3-19!
Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Crabtree, once again, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And Jackson throwing once more. His throw incomplete. Steven Nelson able to get a hand in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. This is caught. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker now for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Blue 45. Left, left.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. More now on the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Throwing is Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Crabtree, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have broken the tie.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Chris Jones on the stop. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second down, Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Michael Crabtree, the intended receiver, third down here.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. It finds Crabtree for the completion. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his left. And it's caught. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Again, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Crabtree, once again, the intended target, and it's third down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So it's third and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Jackson will throw again, escaping the pressure right. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And now here comes. Kansas City. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Let's go deep. Ace. 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 Ace.
They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Slow. 57. Slow. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Ace.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He's able to do.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. C.J. Mosley coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Z. Here we go now. Green.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And his throw here's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kimball Fuller. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready! Blue 45! Blue 45!
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And he checks this one down to Williams. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Out to his left. And that's incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The former 1st-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Jones on the return. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confident.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
All right, here we go.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Justin Houston in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. We're back now in KC. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the fourth. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Jackson now down around his goal line. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
That's a lot of points. Then he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On first and 10, here's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Chris Wormley with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Green 90. Green 90. Ace.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And going deep for Hill. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Slow. Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Green 90. Green 90. Ace.
Williams. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Slow. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Z.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Not that time for Watkins, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. On third down, here's Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Steps away to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And can you believe it? It's a second safety in this ball game. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away. And the pressure gets to him again. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. He's back to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape.
Good.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, a 22. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Throwing now is Jackson. Being chased out left. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
That was a good play, an incompletion that feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air, a chance for an interception, and you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, second and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth-quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
This fielded at the 2. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Back there in that Philly, here we go!
Here's Jackson. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. Watkins, the intended receiver.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
The drive starts with a run by Collins. Well, a pretty move couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
They go again with Collins. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Toss left. It's Collins. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
4th down. Here's Jackson. It finds Crabtree for the completion. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This to make it a 2-score game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. Okay.